Hi crafters, it's Karen, and I have a completed project for Diamond Dye's design team. I created a little like shadow box for my Prima dolls. This project was inspired by Bona. She's LiveLoveScrap here on YouTube. I'm sure we all know her. But she has been creating the sweetest boxes and shadow boxes for her Prima dolls. So I thought I would create one. I was in my scrap room and I didn't have my Surface tablet with me, so I didn't have the correct dimensions, or I should say the same dimensions that Bona used. So I just created my own, but I was definitely inspired by her. And the dies that I used for the first shadow box are this is the Monarch Butterfly set in the large. Really sweet. And there's two pieces, and the one can layer on the other. And then I used the Monarch Butterfly small. And this is the difference, this is the difference in their sizes. So really cute. So those are the dies that I used on this first shadow box. This is the doll that I used. I really like her. I think she's my favorite. I just think she's cool. I used this little dollar stamp from Michaels. This is from, last year. I paper pieced her dress using the In Bloom papers by My Mind's Eye. And for the background of this particular shadow box, I used the Kirby Teasdale papers by the Paper Studio. And really beautiful papers in this paper pack. So that's what I used for this first shadow box. And this is how it came out. And this one is more, I would say, more whimsical, I guess, because of the way I worked it out. But I'll give you the dimensions for my box. I wanted the inside of the shadow box to measure 4.5 inches across, and then I wanted it to be tall, so it's 9 inches tall. So I just added the correct measurements, to account for the 1/2 inch sides, and I cut my paper at 5.5 inches across and 10 inches, lengthwise. And then I scored it on all 4 sides at 1/2 inch. I hope that made sense. But that's how I created my little shadow box. So this is the papers that I used as the backdrop. Really cute. For my Prima doll, I put her on a couple, like two layers of dimensional, so that she would, pop out, be more dimensional within this shadow box, and so that I could put her wings, and that her wings would be more dimensional. And for the wings, I used the Monarch Butterfly set, but I only used the outline, this one, and I cut it out, and then I, added my Scotch Quick Dry and added my glitter and let it dry. And after the glitter was adhered, it made the wings more stiff so that I could mold them. So I just, formed them around her shoulders, really cute. I colored her hair with the Tim Holtz Distress markers, along with her shoes. I'll put her down. And for the hot air balloon here, Hobby Lobby sells they're kind of like ATC cards that match the Teasdale paper stack. And one of the ATC cards had this hot air balloon, so I cut it out, put it on dimensionals, and added it to the top corner. I used this lace from Hobby Lobby, but I had trimmed it out so that it was like only the outline of the design. This is a wood veneer arrow. I don't know if it's Studio Calico or Recollections or whatever, but I distressed it, and then I went over it with my Stardust glitter pen, gel pen. I don't know if the glitter is going to show up, but I went over everything with the Stardust pen. And then the house is, I believe, a Recollections wooden veneer, and I distressed it in the same manner and went over it with the Stardust glitter pen as well. This is the Michael's dollar stamp that I used. It's the banner, and I fussy cut it, and then I tucked it behind her as if she was holding the banner behind herself. And then I added a doily from Julie the Paper Bag Lady down here, and just added all types of flowers. This really pretty flower here, Elizabeth, Beauty Bomb Bomb, one had sent to me in a swap that we had done. Thank you so much, Elizabeth. And I just added stickles to it. And then the rest are from Craft Supplies 1 and I believe Recollections in the blue and the mauve tones. Really sweet. This is a stamp that I have, and it says Dream, Inspire, Create, Just Be You, and I just draped it across the bottom here. I thought it was a sweet sentiment for the box or the tag or whatever. Whoops, sorry. I added some of the shimmer fibers down here near her feet. This is another one of the Diamond Dyes butterflies, and I just used the outer layer, and I glittered it up as well. This is the small monarch butterfly, and I did use both layers on it, and I created that shadow there with my Dilutions white ink spray. I put a small little wood veneer arrow in the middle there, just a little whimsical touch, I guess. And so I thought it came out cute. And for the inside here, this is lace from from Joann's. And at the very top, I added another one of the smaller monarch butterflies, and I gave it a shadow in the same way with my dilution spray, and put a little piece of the blue tinsel fibers for the middle of her body. So I added stickles to the flowers, and yes, so that's my little whimsical little Prima shadow box tag. And then I created another one more along the lines of Valentine's Day, and for this one I used the Valentine's Day paper from Michael's, the 12 by 12 size, and I used her. I had never used her before, but I thought she was cute, so I wanted to play with her. And for this next one, I also used the large monarch butterfly, and I also used my Realistic Roses set. And so this is the one that I created more as a Valentine's Day theme. The box dimensions measure the same. And so for the first thing that I did on this one was covered the inside and the back side with paper from the paper stack. If you could see that, I had created this a little while back with my Sizzix die. I papered the back of this one as well. I don't think I shared it, but so I did that. I created a hole in the top with my Crop-A-Doll and added an eyelet because I wanted this one to be able to hang. I added a couple of small doilies, and I believe these are the ones from Michael's, and I adhered those in. And then I used my Script Crafter's Workshop stencil and my modeling paste, if you could see that there. I added that touch, and it shows up really nice on the red doily, red heart doily. And then for the doll, I used the 6x6 paper stack of the Valentine paper by Recollections. And I just cut her bow out in white, but I went over it with my gel glitter pen and some stickles. For the crown, I used the new Movers and Shakers crown by Tim Holtz that Vicki Lee had sent me, this one. So thank you so much, Vicki. It works perfectly with this particular Prima doll, and I added, bling to her crown. And then for her wings, I painted them with the Tim Holtz Distress Paint in the white and then with the pink, and then I added my glitter. She is also on Pop Dots there. Colored her hair with the Tim Holtz Distress markers, and I tried to do a little bit of shading, but I'm just not getting the knack of the coloring. And then for the flowers here on top, these are Recollections flowers here, and this is this is a small little frame that Letty, Crafty Girl 101, had sent me. So I put a small little picture of a download that I had in my stash in the frame with a little felt heart. This is one of the Diamond Dyes Realistic Rose flowers, and I had cut them out and then in the pink cardstock and then crinkled them up and then stamped my music stamp with the barn door Tim Holtz ink, and then I added some glitter to the edges of it, and I used a pearl center, so I thought that came out sweet. I did the same thing to the one down here. I also added a little bit of modeling paste to some of the edges. This is a rose from I Am Roses. This is a Mover and Shaper Birdcage by Tim Holtz, and I went over that with the distress paint as well, and the music stamp in the red ink. And I just added my bling and a little lace at the bottom and the gold and the red glittered heart. Another rose from I Am Roses, and a little bloomer here at the bottom with the I Am Roses red rose there. So I thought it was just really cute, to send this, rather than a Valentine card. I added some Recollections bling in the background there. I went along the sides with this shabby trim from Hobby Lobby, and I used my red organza, I think it's organza, ribbon to tie it out. And this little red polka dotted bow is from P. Thank you so much, P. She had sent me a big box of pre-made bows for me because she knows I have such a hard time making bows, and it was just so thoughtful. So I used one of them here. It was perfect. And then put another red glittered heart from Recollections there. So I thought it came out cute. So those are my two little Prima Doll shadow boxes. Now, if the coupon code is still good for Diamond Dyes, I'm going to put the link down below. And if you visit Diamond Dyes and make a purchase of $25 or more, you'll receive 15% off your order, plus free shipping if you use coupon code Thanks Karen. And I'll put that information below in the description. So, check them out, and stay tuned to Diamond Dyes YouTube channel as well, because there will be a new release soon, and you'll want to know when that happens. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.